Hey YouTube, this is going to be a quick video I like to call Odd Silver. Just going to be a quick kind of show and tell of some of the stranger pieces in my silver portfolio, so just come along with me as I show you some of the weird pieces. I know for me I like to, as I'm out looking for silver each month, I like to look in dig through the junk bins and dig through the generic bins and try to find as many odd pieces as I can. It makes it kind of more fun to collect as you're stacking, and especially if I can get them for a good value. So most of these I got for pretty good deals. Some of them I had to pay fairly decent premiums for, and I'll kind of walk you through that as we talk about each piece. But most of them I got for a buck over spot or very close to that. So anyway, let's check out some of my odd silver. This one here is a real cool piece. This one actually was a gift, a Christmas gift. One year, a lot of my friends and family know that I'm into stacking, so this is kind of a unique piece. It's a sunshine round, but it's a 10-ounce round. It's about the size of a coaster. Kind of a cool piece, real big, big chunky 10-ounce sunshine round. I've seen lots of 10-ounce bars, but this is the only one I've seen that's a 10-ounce round of the sunshine one, so I thought that was kind of unique. Here I've shown these in another video, but this is some of the Swiss of America stuff that's pretty strange. This one right here is a 2.5 ounce. This one here is the 5 ounce. Sorry about that, Scrooge. This one over here is the 1 ounce, and it's the 1 ounce one that's flat. And then below it is some of my favorite silvers, these 1 ounce chunky rounds from Swiss of America. This Swiss of America stuff, some of these I had to pay a decent premium for. Some of these I got for the buck over generic price. Other ones, when I first started buying them, I paid about 10 bucks over, and spot then was like around $18, $20. So a lot of these ones I paid 28, 30 bucks for. Not a lot, maybe 5 or 6 I paid that for. And then these two, this one I think I paid fairly close to generic price for, but this one, it's a 5 ounce, and I think I paid 125 I think for it, so it's a little bit higher. But these ones I kind of collect these a little bit, so I was willing to pay a little bit more for them. This one here is kind of a unique piece, another one that was a gift. It's from Wallace, Idaho, and it's the thing that's interesting about it is it's a 1/3 ounce little mini round. You don't see ones that are 1/3 of an ounce that often, and I'd never seen one like this before. And on the back it says 5 sterlings. Anyway, kind of a cool design on there, and it's 1/3 of an ounce, which you don't see every day. It's got some beautiful toning on it too. Some other ones down here. This one is a 2 ounce grizzly bear. This one I think I actually got for spot, but it's North American Wildlife Series, and I don't know much about these, but I've never seen them out and about. That one's the grizzly bear. I know there are other ones in that series, but that's the one that I have. I've shown these ones in other videos as well. This one's a Bunker Hill odd weight. It's 2.6 ounces, little mini loaf poured bar. This one down below it is a 1 ounce, also a Bunker Hill, little 1 ounce bar. Kind of unique. You don't see little 1 ounce bars like that too often. These ones over here I just think are kind of cool. I wanted to show them. They're not that rare. They're pretty easy to find probably, but I think they're interesting. This one's a 50 centavo. They're from the Philippines. There's a 20 and a 10 centavo. But the thing I like about these is on the back they bear the United States of America, lettering on there and whatever this insignia here means. But kind of interesting that they say United States of America on them, and they're in the Philippines. They're really, I think, beautiful coins. And these ones I got for Melt. My local coin shop sells any foreign silver at Melt, so I got these for Melt, and I just thought they were kind of cool and kind of interesting pieces you can add that are real cheap if you're looking for something just a little more variety. Here's a couple other kind of strange bars. This one's a Monarch, a little mini poured bar. Looks almost like a butter packet. It's got the Monarch logo on the back, but I just think it's kind of cool that it's looks like a little piece of melting butter. These are some of my favorite little chunky bars. These are the A-Mark. It's a 1 ounce bar from 1981, but it's kind of a thick, chunky one, and these are stackable. I think I've got 4 of these. This one's a cool one. This is a prospector, which in itself is not that common, but if you look at it compared to like a 1 ounce round, it's a lot smaller. This one's the 10th ounce prospector. Most people have seen the 1 ounce. They only did the 10th ounce for 1 year, 1985, I believe. Yeah, you see there, it's 1/10 of an ounce, 1985. So kind of cool. It's about the same size as a dime or close to it. I don't even have an airtight that'll fit it, but yeah, kind of a cool piece. It's a 1/10 of an ounce. You see these a lot in the 1 ounce, but you don't see a lot of the 10th ounce prospectors, and they only did them that 1 year. This one's a cool one. This one, again, not super rare or anything, but it's one that I really like. It's a 1/4 ounce Britannia, and it's from the Garisopa silver. So just a beautiful little 1/4 ounce coin. I think this is one that I had to have, and this one I did have to pay a decent premium for. I can't remember exactly what I paid, but for a 1/4 ounce, I think I paid a couple bucks over spot, so paid a decent premium for that. Same thing with the Engelhard. These are just some generic rounds. Most of these I got for $1 over, but that are interesting. Let's go through these. So this one's Hoffman and Hoffman. Kind of a cool design on it. It's on the back. It's from 1981. It just says 1 ounce fine silver. I think I've got 4 or 5 of these, but I found them at my local coin shop and I hadn't seen them before, so I grabbed them. Just some cool generic there. This one, another one. This is, I think it's a world or silver trade unit, and but it's got a cool design with the ship on the back. This one is really interesting to me. I got this in my junk bin at my local coin shop, and at first I thought I had a beauty. I saw this in there and thought it was one of the old China Pandas, but it's not. It's a silver trade unit where they're kind of, I think, trying to capitalize on that panda design. It looks like one of the old pandas, but it's a silver trade unit, so I just thought this one was cool. And I mean, I think I paid $1 over for it because it was in the generic bin, but I just thought it was kind of a cool piece that it was kind of trying to mimic the panda design. This one's I love jackalopes, so this is a jackalope. It's from the Golden State Mint, I believe is what the GSM stands for on there, but kind of a cool one. The jackalope on there, you don't see it every day. Another World Trade Unit piece. I've got quite a few of those. These ones were odd because they're strange diameters. This one, and I've seen these a few times, so I don't think they're particularly rare, but they're just a wider diameter. They're more like I don't know, but if you compare them to a 1 ounce round, they definitely have a wider diameter, so it's a little bit thinner. It's like it's a flattened out 1 ounce round, but it's definitely wider, so they have a hard time fitting into tubes and things. And this one is similar deal, but this one's a little bit thicker. This one's has a thinner diameter compared to a 1 ounce round. If you compare it, it's thinner all the way around. It's a little bit smaller diameter. So I just thought that was kind of interesting that it's an ounce, but the diameter is much smaller, and it's a little bit thicker coin. This one is a cool one. This one is another World Trade Unit, but it's hexagonal shaped. This is one, I can't remember where I got this one from. I think I got this from my local coin shop. I think I had to pay like $2 or $3 over for this one because it was something unusual. But anyway, it's kind of cool. It's a silver trade unit, but it's hexagonal shaped. You don't see one every day. It's 1 ounce, but kind of cool just that it's a different shape. This one's nothing too unusual, but just something unusual for my collection. It's a 1/4 ounce, and it's like a 22 bullet. And then these last two up here are two that are fractional, but this one's not rare. This is a Stagecoach one that most people have seen, but I wanted to compare that one. Most people have seen the Stagecoach divisible ones, but this one is an old bar that's divisible, and it's International Trade Unit, and this one's quite a bit older, so it's kind of cool to see that they were doing these divisible ones way back when. This I think was one of the earlier divisible ones. You could break it there and have 2 half-ounce bars if you so chose. Oops. I just thought it was kind of interesting that they did that even on an older bar. You see it a lot of times now with kind of the scare of SHTF and all that stuff. You see more divisible stuff, but this was an older piece they had that you could divide up, which I thought was kind of cool. So anyway, appreciate you guys checking out the video. Encourage you to dig through your bins at your local coin shop and try to find some odd stuff. It's kind of fun to add some of that strange stuff to your collection. It's all silver, so it all adds up, especially if you can find it for cheap. It's kind of fun to collect some of the odd stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. God bless.